feel like Beyonce, I'm finna upgrade you. Damn good, put in work on you. Buy you new things, put some on you. Brand new, put the brand new. I could change your...
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning. And the regular season is almost over, Doris. What are you honed in on tonight?
I think, Brian, whether we're talking about pre-All-Star break where things can get a little wonky or maybe the start of the season, to me, the best teams, regardless of the time of the year it is, they are focused on staying true to their habits and remaining competitively tough. Because I don't care if you're playing guys outside the rotation that are normal, those guys have got to bring great effort. The standard should be met nightly regardless of the circumstance.
And now the Los Angeles starters. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at center. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and over Doncic. Second chance shot. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and over Doncic. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist from Hartenstein.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
Reeves finds Hachimura. Pass to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A steady offensive force, averaging around 32.5 a game. Holmgren with a screen on Reeves. Dort for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And Dort, such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
Drills it from deep.
Boy, nice rise and fire from Lou Dort.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Williams against James. Hachimura from long range. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Both teams are starting. To find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Looking now at some numbers for the last handful of seasons for LeBron James.
Through the last 10 games, we've seen his rebounding numbers start to slide. He's not being as aggressive on the glass. Not like he was earlier on in the season. He needs to get that fire back.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Pass to Holmgren. Jacks up with three. James with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
On the wing, Reeves. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. It's his first trip to the line.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Finney-Smith checked in for Los Angeles. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
You can just see the development of Lou Dort's game. He gets himself into that in-between area and makes it look easy.
Pass to Hayes. Hey, puts up a three. That one no good. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to the right wing. Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Doncic. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense. His elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Connects checked in for Los Angeles.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Doncic, no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now, here is James. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. Hayes misses.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
Now you see LeBron James' selflessness on display. He loves to make his teammates feel good.
Takes a 3. And Dort with the bucket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort's got 8 points. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Dort's no doubt about it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter here. James against Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Shot's good by James.
It's trouble. I mean, if LeBron James is in the painted area, everybody's got to be prepared to contest. This guy too good in there.
Williams passes to Wiggins. Outside, Williams. Wallace, right side. On the wing, Reeves. Last game with 30. Sinks the tray.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Williams. They get it again. Stolen by Vanderbilt. And here's Reeves. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The Lakers on top, up 2. Don't go anywhere. Man, some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Gabe Vincent, then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Connect in at the 3, the small forward.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Here's Vincent. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Yeah, they definitely made some plays, but never got into any kind of rhythm and just couldn't keep up.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
No good there. Some solid defense from Williams.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board. The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hachimura's checked in. The free throw drops for Wiggins. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Here's SGA. And Reeves pulls it down.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Lakers also making a switch. Goodwin's checked in for Vincent. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside Reeves. On the wing, Hachimura. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. SGA doing his thing in close.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Reeves against Gilgeous-Alexander. Will it go? Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
To the wing on the left. Here's Jang. Offline with a 3.
He's got to be mad at himself. He won't get a better look than that.
Stolen by Caruso. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. From 15 feet away. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Looking at the real numbers from the real NBA, the best free throw shooting teams of the season. Number 1, the Thunder.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
James is checked in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for Goodwin. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's James.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Goodwin's checked in for Reeves. And that's good as he hits both shots. Thunder leading by 3. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. Shoots it from the high post. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, wide open teammate, really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Back to Doncic. Tries again. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Let's go with a 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Williams passes to Dort. Back to Williams. Outside for Dort. Pass to Williams. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on LeBron James.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles. Reeves comes in for Goodwin. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, you know Rui wants to score it. He will not retreat in the face of some tough defense. Nicely done.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Outside for Dort from deep three-point range. Hachimura with a rebound. Lakers trail by 5. Pass to Doncic. James outside. Now here's Hayes. Now here's Hachimura. Dort defending. James against Hartenstein. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
To the inside, the kick out to Williams. This one for 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 3-point game. Blocked! And a fast break now for the Thunder. Oh, okay then. And the double clutch jam wows the crowd.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Thunder out in front. They lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hey everybody, you know I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Thunder.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip.
And that's it for halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, we've seen Luguentz Dort really having a good game here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. James outside. Kicks it to Doncic. Reeves against Dort. Lets it fly. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Lakers trail by 7. Doncic passes to Hayes. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the Lakers now. And the basket by Hachimura.
What a smooth catch-and-shoot opportunity from Rui Hachimura. Pretty.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Holmgren. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Hayes. Now Reeves. He's got 5. Pass to Hayes. Five to shoot. Down low. Here's Doncic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Lou Dort picks one up.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance. Gilgeous-Alexander has that ability to adjust in midair, take the contact. That is nicely done.
So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, B.A., and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor. Great job on the glass, body's down low, needing to fight for position. That's perfect.
Doncic passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort up top. There's the 3. Rebound, the Lakers.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Hachimura with the ball. And it's Dort picking him up. Doncic outside. Tipped.
Excellent anticipation by Lou Dort to get his hands on that one. Gosh, this guy is relentless on that end.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Reeves. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Caruso, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And the Lakers also making a switch. Finney Smith's checked in. Outside Reeves. Back to Doncic. Looking to end this cold spell. And Doncic hammers it home.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
Pass to Dort. The 3. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make it 9 tries so far.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Outside Finney Smith. And he lobs it up. And stolen by Hartenstein. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. Well, when we talk about small forwards, these are the premier passers over the past 10 games. LeBron James, number 1.
And we've all heard the term point forward thrown around casually. But when it comes to him, it definitely applies.
Oh, no doubt. He is their decision maker offensively, the one who calls the shots. And those decisions are almost always the right ones. He is just so smart with the basketball.
Reeves finds James. Hartenstein against Hayes. James outside. Clock at 4. Pass to Finney Smith. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith increasingly efficient offensively. Good feel for when to rise and fire.
Williams passes to Dort. Outside, Williams. They get the rebound. Caruso outside. Dort for 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds in the game. James outside. James from distance. Easy work.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
Hartenstein with a screen on Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Pass to Williams. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. A nice shot by Doncic.
Well, you see what the defense wants to give up there. Luka more than comfortable in the mid-range.
Here's Williams. No good that time. Good D by Finney-Smith.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Offensive rebound. Hey, shot's good. Now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the last second attempt there. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And the Lakers, looking at who they've got at the forward slots. It's LeBron and Hachimura. Connect is out there with Gabe Vincent. And it's Finney-Smith in at the center position. And here's Connect outside. Caruso grabs the board. Oklahoma City shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more reliable as a jump shooter. With everything else in his game, look out.
A shot by James, no good. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Can't cash it in from close range. And we've got a timeout call by J.J. Redick. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Pass to Wiggins. Good D by Vanderbilt. Lakers trail by 3. Over to the wing. Vincent, right side. Back to James. Finney-Smith, a screen to tie it up. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Pass to Dort. Launches a 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's James. That one doesn't drop. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. That one falls.
Well, that's a big-time strong take right there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the deck. Score it. Yes, sir.
They set the pick. James against Caruso. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's 4 fouls for him tonight. He needs to pick his battles wisely going forward.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Hayes is checked in for Vanderbilt. Reeves comes in for LeBron. And Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. Hayes with a screen on Caruso. And stolen by Williams. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And the finish on the break with the slam.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And Williams is subbed in for Caruso. James is checked in for Los Angeles. Back to Doncic. To get back on track. Doncic throws it down.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Crafty move. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line for your Thunder.
And he knocks down the first one.
What's been amazing to watch is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
Lakers trail by 12. James deciding where to go with it. They grab their own miss. And here's Reeves outside. Knocks it down from distance.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Now an update on Rui Hachimura from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Hey guys, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Lakers. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. With the final games of the season ahead, this is the worst case scenario injury for them. Here's hoping they can adjust. Guys?
All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
Here's Williams. And he makes it. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
James passes to Finney-Smith. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage. Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Thunder.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And it's been a phenomenal year for them. They play with so much confidence night in, night out. This notches another huge win, 65 in total.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Comes up empty down low. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
James can't get it to go. Here's Dort. And Hartenstein gets it to go. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.